that I've done school zones, it's definitely a lot higher volume of people going a lot faster than normal. There's been a big increase of people going 40 plus.
Speeding in a school zone can cost you doubled fines, mandatory court appearances, and points on your license.
Right now on Denver 7 News at 8 o'clock on Local 3, new body cam video is calling into question the actions of police officers after a shooting leaves a Colorado artist dead.
Can cash help lift some Denver residents out of homelessness? The city is buying into a one-year trial.
And the Broncos fell just short in game 1 by 1 point. How Russell Wilson is responding to the controversial field goal attempt that would have won it in the final seconds. A 64-yarder that he almost hit.
Yes.
He had the leg.
He missed it by that much.
It was just outside.
Don't you feel bad for him? I mean, come on.
I mean,
It's not your fault, dude.
Go ahead and put your career best out there.
No one blames him this morning.
Like a record, right? A personal best.
Yeah.
So, okay, we're moving on for now,
Let's
right?
move on.
16 more games to go.
And Sunday's game is going to be hot here in town. Yeah, it'll be warm for tailgating, warm for the game. We'll talk more about that coming up. But right now we're looking at some sunshine, a hazy sunshine here from City Park. Looking off to the west, you can barely make out the outline there of our foothills and the Rockies, unfortunately, with some of that smoke still coming in. We'll be at about 60 degrees here by 9 o'clock, mid to upper 80s with a bit more cloud cover here this afternoon. The mountains will pick up a few widely scattered storms and showers today. Today is going to be one of the warmest days for us here in Denver with those highs near 90, 70s for the mountains. We'll likely see things a good 7 to about 10 degrees cooler tomorrow. Take a look at Futurecast at some of the wet conditions out west and down in through areas where it'll be nice to see a bit more rain. We'll see clouds here in town later this afternoon and that better chance for some rain tomorrow. I'll show you our Futurecast over the next 24 to 36 hours and the timing of some of that rain, Jason, coming up.
And right now, one of the bigger delays is down to the south side of town coming out of Castle Rock and Castle Pines. And it's all for a wreck right there at Surrey Ridge. Now, we had earlier problems trying to get into downtown. Those have all cleared up, whether it was at Lincoln Street or over here at 6th Avenue, but still feeling the effects coming in from around 225. So the overall drive is still about 40 minutes getting into downtown. This is the latest problem at Surrey Ridge. Take a look from the camera down there, and you see some of the heavy stop and go traffic. The left lanes have been blocked up, so trying to come past Castle Pines Parkway down to Ridgegate and Lincoln Avenue, that's where you'll see those delays. Don't cut through Castle Pines because the construction project just west of I-25 is awful. Take a look at the West Side Drive. I have been looking at the cameras in here and I can't see anything. There's nothing reported. It's just super heavy traffic coming in from Ken Carroll all the way up through Morrison. Just super heavy. Kipling might be a better option for you, and then work your way back over to C470 because this is really a mess up drive right now. Southbound 25, I-76, the rest of the freeways are pretty busy.
Well, it is back to the drawing board for the Broncos after that coming off of that disappointing loss 17-16 in Seattle.
Yeah, so much anticipation around this one, and we have the good, the bad, and the ugly from last night. Starting with the highs, of course, no doubt the quarterback play was much improved from years past. Russell Wilson hit his stride, found Jerry Jeudy with a deep pass, 67 yards to the house. That tied it up at 10. The Seahawks led at halftime, and then the Broncos seemed to implode. 2 fumbles on the goal line. They had multiple penalties and then a questionable call by Coach Nathaniel Hackett that had a lot of people talking. Final seconds of the game as the Broncos were driving. He pulls Wilson in place of kicker Brandon McManus, who missed a 64-yard attempt. Would have been a personal record for him. Here's what Russ had to say about not having the ball in his hands.
I believe in everything, and anytime you can try to find a way to make a play on 4th and 5, that's great too. But also, I don't think it was the wrong decision. I think he can make it. Obviously, when hindsight, we didn't make it. But if we were in that situation again, I wouldn't doubt whatever he decided.
All right, you heard it there. Supports the coach's decision. After the game, Denver 7's Jason Grenauer caught up with fans at Lumen Field. As you would expect, a variety of emotions, but not too happy that they made the trip out there to see a loss.
A couple of hiccups, can't fumble the ball on the 1 yard line twice. You take those both away, get some field goals right there, we win the game.
How are we that much better than last year? Yeah, we got this quarterback. I don't feel like we're any better off.
Hope the Seahawks have a good season, but fumble the ball on the goal line 2 times. It's hard to win a 1-point game.
Broncos should be embarrassed. That was terrible. They can't tackle. That is horrible.
Your thoughts on Russell moving forward?
He'll do okay. I feel like he was nervous, but I think he'll be okay.
Well, the sun rose again today, and the Broncos are going to try to regroup at home. Their home opener is against the Houston Texans this Sunday afternoon. Kickoff at 2:25. All their goals still in front of them. They can still make the playoffs.
Absolutely. If you're thinking about getting tickets to this weekend's game or any other, Russell Wilson and this new team are having an impact on the price of admission. According to an online ticket website, Broncos tickets have seen a 61% increase on the secondary market compared to last year. One local ticket broker told us wait until the week before the game to buy tickets, or even better,
as the game starts or just an hour or two before the game starts. Ticket prices could be below the face value and the best price.
One super fan told us they get affordable tickets on half-price ticket day and also suggested signing up for fan clubs like the Broncos quarterback club. You have to pay a membership fee, but they say it pays off in the long run.
Meanwhile, our Broncos insider Troy Rank has a full recap of the game, some great analysis there. That's on our website, denver7.com.
New this morning, Denver will give direct cash to some people in hopes of lifting them out of homelessness. Here's Denver 7 Christian Lopez with how the program will work.
The city is trying a new plan to help. They will be giving money directly to a group of homeless people to help get them off the streets and into housing, and ultimately see how this will impact their lives over the course of a year. The city has decided to use $2 million in COVID relief funds to do this. They will be partnering with the Denver Basic Income Project. It'll give people up to $1,000 a month. 820 people are in the program right now. Denver's COVID cash investment will support 140 of them who are living in shelters. In order to get the money, they can't have untreated mental health or substance abuse issues. This is all aimed at helping them move into stable housing, provide support so they can stay housed, while also opening up space in shelters. The program will be evaluated to see how this impacts housing outcomes, the use of shelters, and how it helps with mental health and substance abuse as well. Other cities that have tried this program so far are seeing positive results, like more food security, more people getting jobs. City leaders in Denver are really hoping it'll be effective here as well. Reporting in Denver, I'm Christian Lopez, Denver 7.
Well, a Denver police officer is recovering this morning after being hit by a driver near I-70 and Peoria late last night. The officer was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, but the driver got away, so Denver police are still looking for the person and vehicle involved. A memorial service is in the works for an Arvada police officer killed in the line of duty Sunday morning. Officer Dylan Vakoff was 27 years old. The Colorado Fallen Hero Foundation is organizing the event. Investigators say Sonny Almanza, a 31-year-old, shot and killed Officer Vakoff while he was responding to a disturbance call early Sunday. Almanza is facing several charges now, including first-degree murder.
New this morning, our Denver 7 investigators are digging up body camera footage and 911 calls showing what is now being called a controversial shooting death involving local police. Chief Investigator Tony Kovaleski breaks down what we know so far.
A 22-year-old Colorado artist shot and killed by Clear Creek County Police. This morning, the disturbing video and 911 audio showing the actions by police that some are now questioning. Christian Glass's family wants accountability. They are holding a news conference at 11 a.m. today with their attorneys. Here's the quick backstory. This all happened on June 10th after Glass called police for help with his car. Back then, police justified killing Glass because they said he tried to stab an officer. The family's attorneys say newly released body camera video tells a different story. We do want to warn you, this video is hard to watch.
Are there any weapons that you're aware of?
I have a weapon on me. I will throw them out the window as soon as an officer gets here. I'm not dangerous. I will keep my hands completely visible.
Both cars, be advised, this party is stating that he has weapons in the vehicle with him, 2 knives, a hammer, and a rubber mallet. He did state that he would throw them out of the window as soon as officers got on scene to make you feel safe.
We wanted to stop that video before shots rang out. We also want you to know that the Colorado Bureau of Investigations looked into this incident, and the deputy involved in the shooting was placed on administrative leave while the investigation was going on. We're told he's now back in uniform. We will be at that news conference later this morning, and we will have much more for you tonight on Denver 7 News. Until then, I'm Chief Investigative Reporter Tony Kowaleski.
Coming up, we are tracking Wall Street's reaction to a new report showing inflation is slowing down. And it's third time the charm when NASA plans to try once again to launch its moon rocket after 2 failed attempts.
Also, would you pay more to help rebuild the town of Superior after the Marshall Fire? Details on a sales tax you'll see on the November ballot.